Sad to say, but let's show this next chart
Oh boy.
for now.
Well, you know why.
I
We can
know.
talk about it.
We can talk about it. We're going to talk about everything. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Lucky Ocean podcast with me and Clean. Clean, how are you doing today?
But I'm feeling good. I'm tired, but good.
Feeling good.
Yeah. How about you?
I have a headache today, but I'm doing all right.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
I mean,
good.
we got a late start or whatever. I got about 45 minutes I can do or whatever. Then I gotta
All good.
leave. But we're good. What's up, Foddy?
What up, Audi?
So anyway, yeah, no, I'm feeling good. I just got done doing 276 pizzas
That's
for
a crazy amount of pizzas.
for a collegiate football team.
Damn.
Yeah, they're hosting a summer camp or whatever, and so they have multiple schools there and whatever, and so we got to feed the football team and the other football teams and like campers that are there. So we're doing this for like 4 days
Nice.
straight.
That's a lot of pizza.
And then 4 days next week. It's a lot of pizza, a lot of money. So
yeah, I was gonna say probably bank.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's pretty good. So yeah.
That's what's up, man. We have a lot to talk about today. We have Jerome Powell. He's going to talk about the future of rate cuts coming up or not coming up, probably coming up. He can talk as much shit as he wants. We all know he needs to lower rates. But he's not lowering them today. I can tell you that. The odds right now are like 99% in favor that he won't lower rates.
Yeah.
So rates aren't coming down today. Probably not next month either, unfortunately, but we'll see. Eventually this year, at least 1 or 2 rate cuts is going to come. We got Charles talking a bunch of shit. We got Trump potentially going to, I don't know if he's going to war, but it seems like he has a plan to bomb one particular area to smithereens and call it a day. So we will see. So there will be a crash. I mean, Charles was talking shit all yesterday. So, I mean, if the crash didn't happen yesterday, I don't know. Maybe it could be like a follow-up today. Who knows? All crypto is falling today. But that is why SNEC is probably lower. That is probably why some people are dumping a few CNTs. But basically, Charles said that if he's going to start saying it like it is. He's not going to coddle people anymore, even though he used the word cuddle, which is really funny.
Yeah.
But he's not going to coddle people anymore, and he's going to say it like it is, and he's going to start saying like what should happen. And if you don't agree, then he is going to retire.
Okay.
That's what he said. So I started freaking out a little bit, and I was like, all right, let me chat GPT this shit. And I was like, all right, if Charles leaves, what will happen to Cardano? Like, will Cardano kind of end? And ChatGPT was like, well, the whole point of the decentralization, and you still have the Cardano fund, and you still have IOHK, and you still have Emergo. And I was like, good points. Good points. I don't know. If Charles left, what do you think would happen? First off, maybe, do you think he would actually leave?
I mean, I think eventually he's going to have to, right? Like, that's the point. He said this a long time ago. Hey, once this stuff goes, like, and it's completely decentralized in your guys' hands, like, I'm going to fade off, dude. And so I think, like, for me, it's like, I originally got into it because of Charles, right? I think like everybody did. But now it's kind of like, well, I'm in it for the like community aspect of it, I guess you would say. And I've found my own way. You know what I mean? So it's like less to do with Charles. Charles is kind of like somewhat of a nuisance at this point. I mean, I don't know what to say other than that. I mean, focus on midnight. And also SNEC dropping and CNTs dropping is because they're not going to get part of the allocation at midnight, right? And so people are selling off because they want as much ADA as possible because they want to have a larger allocation at midnight. But I don't think it's going to be anything huge. That's hilarious. That GIF right there is hilarious.
Yeah. He looks like he's making fun of somebody with like palsy or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably just people freaking out. And so
that's what he's referencing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think people, are selling SNEC, selling other things is because they want more ADA.
So that's a good point too.
So they can get $10 more of midnight It's so stupid. It's just dumb. But,
Maybe
not
he
my
took the
call.
post down. I don't see this post. Maybe he took it down because I don't see this anymore.
What was it?
He literally said he was like, I'm gonna stop coddling people. Maybe this is it. I have to decide after all the dust settles. Calling me names, egotistical. You'll just have to. He used the word retire. He was like, I will retire if the community votes that what they think I want to do is dumb, and if you don't agree with me, then I'll retire.
Yeah.
I don't see it anymore. Maybe he took it down. What is that noise?
They're doing construction next door. My next door neighbors passed away, and the people like that took over are trying to improve it or whatever, and so they're redoing the siding and all this other stuff, and it's just kind of like meh. But yeah, I mean, Charles is smart. There's no doubt he's like a smart guy, but also sometimes like he's gotten in his own way. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's kind of flip flopping. Like you said, he made the chain to be decentralized, and so that he could walk away at some point, and that it wouldn't matter as far as like prices go. But then he says, like, all right, I'm going to tell you what needs to happen, and if you don't agree with me, then I'm going to leave. It's like, all right, well, what's the point of decentralization if only your opinion matters?
I think he's just giving his opinion because he thinks he knows like how it should be, or in his mind what he thinks crypto should be, right? And so, I mean, if it morphs into this thing that he doesn't necessarily ideally wants it to be, or thinks it should be, or how it should be ran, like then yeah, he'll step away because it's morphed into this thing that he didn't want. But like that's the thing. That's the point of decentralization. You let the
Right.
people make up their
Exactly.
mind on how they want it.
And so there's like two things that I've been thinking about. Is one, would you walk away after what is it, like 12 years of Cardano being alive? Something like that, maybe 10 years,
Since
right? Like
2017.
right. So 8 years. Would you walk away after 8 years of development and think of it as like, all right, I spent enough time doing that, like let me go do something else? Or would you think to yourself like, that's my baby, I spent 8 years, like I can't just leave it now? Like what are those are the two kind of thoughts.
Well, so for me, it's like you do everything you can to make it great and make it whatever it can possibly be. But then at some point, if it is supposed to be decentralized, you have to like let it go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just the nature of the beast.
You
You
can
can't.
still be a part of the development team, though. You can still be a part of the community. You don't have to retire. Like, no matter what you do in life, the bigger you get, the more hate you're going to hear, but the more love you're going to have, too. You just focus on the hate because it hurts a lot more, right? So, like, the bigger you get, the more hate. And you're going to have to deal with that. You're either not going to be a big part of whatever you do, and you'll have less hatred because you won't be that big of an impact, or you're going to have a lot of hate in your life. And you just have to deal with that.
Yeah.
So is he just getting mad at being in the spotlight and not getting his way? And if so, maybe he needs to do some self-reflecting on that too.
I think maybe, but also I think it's like he listens to the community a little too much about things that he shouldn't necessarily listen to, right?
Like Monad.
Right, like the biggest thing is like it's the hardest thing to do because we all have this ego, right? And we built this thing and we have this thing, and part of it is like, yes, you want to listen to people to like take in valid opinions, but not everybody's opinion is valid or needs to be like listened to, right? Like you kind of have to just learn to stay in your lane. And right now, this is going to be so annoying.
It's all good.
He's kind of like in the ringer right now. You know what I'm saying? Like he's listening to things and getting off track to what he should be doing. Like if it was me and I was just like, let's say the leader of a cryptocurrency, my job at that point would be like, how can we use funding to further invest or further like like take us to the next level. You know, how can I talk to IOHK and try to like take this thing a step further? Like that's my job, right? I don't want to talk about like a whole lot of things other than that. I don't know what your standing is on it, but like,
I mean, it just sucks that we have to go through this. This is one of those. I was talking to my girlfriend about this. I was like, this is like one of those moments that legitly
girl,
kind of,
hold on,
yeah, it kind
hold
of
on.
makes me feel like,
Girlfriend.
yeah, and it makes me feel like indifferent or like nervous about Cardano for the first time in a long time, because people, even if Charles leaving turns out to be a good thing, and which would be crazy, right? But like in the short term, it would make the price go down, because it would mean like, oh, the founder of this coin no longer wants to be a part of it or doesn't believe or whatever, like sort of speculation people are going to come up with in their head. You know, the main guy who's been here since the beginning is gone. That's going to create some fear. Now, some good things though that could come about is that now there's no longer like one person that people hate and like want to hate, you know, and like push their anger towards. We could maybe get like also a mini power vacuum. Like who wants to fill that space? Like who wants to come in and now be the main face of Cardano? If you could, maybe there wouldn't be a face anymore, right?
Right. I think there wouldn't be a face necessarily. It would be more like,
But there probably would be, like, somebody would be one of the main people of Cardano, whether it's an NFT project or SNEC, or like somebody would be like when you think about Cardano, you would think about that. And that could be whoever that person or project or entity is, could be a better representation. And we could get maybe something more bullish. You know, it's no longer like maybe the Solana founders even are like, well, thank God that guy is gone. Like, we'll partner with you guys now. Or like Circle is like, yeah, we'll finally do a meme or a stable coin. Like, we just didn't want to work with that guy. Like, who knows what it is? But we do know that we're being suppressed in some way.
yeah, I think we have all these funds and stuff, and I know that Charles wants to invest in Bitcoin with it, you know,
Yeah.
and which is I think smart,
I don't
right?
think
Like
that's a bad idea.
I don't think it's a bad idea either, you know. Um I think people just want them to take that and just airdrop everybody with a wallet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just give everybody some ADA.
yeah, that's it.
No, that's dumb. That'll make the price go down.
Well, yeah, for sure.
That's
And,
stupid.
and then people, what are people going to do with it? For me, I would just save it.
Just, yeah, there's something that you could
No.
do with it. We're so early, right? What we think is important, there could be other things coming in the future, right? Like we think stable coins are like the thing we need to have on the blockchain right now. And it's not that they're not. And there's deregulation talks right now and stablecoin talks right now, which is why Coinbase was up 13% at one point today, because
Yeah.
Circle has to pay 50% of what they make or something along those lines to have Coinbase list them
Yeah.
or exchange with them. So Coinbase is going up like crazy. And, you know, there's going to be something else. Like maybe we need to hire developers in the future to push something like a midnight update or get Hydra nodes working a little bit faster. We could hire a few devs with that money, like something better than just airdropping it, something better than maybe, you know, and if we did buy Bitcoin with it, you could still use the Bitcoin to pay developers too. So like, I don't think that's a bad idea either. Like either or, keep it in some sort of, you know, money, some sort of coin, some sort of USD, whatever, because then you can use it to pay and develop more. Because this isn't the end. There's always gonna, when it comes to technology and coding, what's going on, Andrew? It's never gonna stop. You know, like that's why I quit developing. I couldn't stand it. You know, every single day there was something new being developed. You needed to learn it and you needed to make it. And then tomorrow there would be like, well, now there's a new network. Well, now there's a new coding language. Well, now there's a new, and you're always going to be developing. We're always going to need developers. We need stablecoin on Cardano. Tron pumped because of USD stablecoin of the Trump family. So, yeah, I agree with that. I'm not saying we don't. What I'm saying is there might be something else in the future, because right now, what's his name? Like Dan G, whatever that last name is. He was saying, couldn't we just vote to spend like $100 million of ADA to get Coinbase or get USD1, or whatever it was. I think it was USDT or one of the stable coins on Cardano. And Charles replied, no, because they simply don't want to do it. It has nothing to do with how much money we give them.
Yeah, everybody has a price though, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean,
Well, why
if
would
we
they
could
not want to
just,
do it? That's the biggest thing.
I don't know. That's what I would like to know too. What's going on, Hugs?
What's up, Hugs?
It would be nice to know, but let's see if I can find it.
Yeah,
What's that guy's name?
we definitely need a stable that doesn't depeg. You know.
What is his name? This guy. The Genius Act. That's it. So it passed the Senate. Now it's in talks, I think, with the House. And if this gets passed, that'll have to do with stable coins. And stable coins, I think the next talk after that, for Coinbase anyways, would be to get stocks tokenized, which would be crazy. We'd have to see. And then, see, that's what I'm talking about too. If stocks could be tokenized with Coinbase, what if Cardano now could get some sort of developer or development going to create some sort of help with that? Maybe we get our own stocks in DeFi or something along those lines. But let's see if I can.
Oh no, it just seems like they're sitting on a wad of cash and they're not doing anything with it. Except funding dumb shit. Oh man, who was it? Big Pay. Like,
oh, okay.
Big Pay, right? Dust is a bust, yeah. Yeah, they got Big Pay doing like what 200,000 ADA and nothing came of it. But it said it was fully developed and everything like that. I totally forget what it was. And he's blocking people that ask him about it and shit.
Interesting.
It's like, whatever happened to this stuff? And he was like a big Cardano guy. He was in Vegas and shit like that. And nothing came up. I'll try to look it up real quick.
But yeah, this is what Dan was saying. He was like, can someone explain why we can't just vote to spend 10 million to get USDC? And then also, this was like a Jupiter tweet. So shout outs to Jupiter for getting this conversation started. But Charles was like, because it's a complete lie that the option actually exists. There is no $10 million integration fee on the table that somebody is holding back. This lie continues to be repeated again and again as a way to slander either the Cardano Foundation or input-output. It has never been on the table. And then there was like, maybe it's more into here. He said, so what's the cost to integrate USDC or Tether? And he said, there isn't one. They don't want to do it. And he said, if it's just that simple, that Circle doesn't want to do it, then that's a bummer. And it does make sense to get creative with other options, I guess, like Midnight being... Is Midnight supposed to help with that? Is that what Midnight is for?
What was that?
Is that what Midnight is supposed to help with to get a stablecoin on Cardano?
Yeah, supposedly it's going to make it more marketable than Cardano, I guess you would say. Yeah.
So what, we would get like a stablecoin on Midnight as a sidechain?
Yeah, correct.
That's so fucking stupid. It's not stupid, the idea that what we're doing, but it's stupid that we have to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if people just don't want to work with IOHK. But yeah, I don't know.
There's a guy in these spaces who mentioned the infamous 8 figures pay to play, hence the at least 10 million option. Circle met with CF about and asked for an 8-figure amount and freezing option. Cardano Foundation said no. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody's saying a whole lot of things, but like these things happen on spaces, and like not all of these spaces are that massive or recorded.
Yeah, if I throw away the vote based on their pettiness, then the voters need to fire the D-reps again, grow up, or get out of leadership. Cardano needs to stop this drama and pearl clutching. The ecosystem isn't doing well, and we need to course correct. That's what Charles Hoskinson said. That was on
Most recently?
June 15th, 3 days ago.
I don't know if I was sharing my screen. when I showed all this, but yeah, that's the tweet.
It's cool though. I mean, if he comes out and he's just being realistic, then that's fine.
I don't blame Charles for being frustrated with all this. It just sucks. I don't know though. I kind of feel like when I look at all the coins, like if we just go to, Coin Market Cap or whatever, like every coin is kind of doing the same chart. Let's go to a 7-day, right? Like it's kind of, or we'll show like the 1 year. So, we had a high of 4,000 for Ethereum. 5 months later, we're down half price. You go check out XRP. XRP on a year time frame peaked out at 330. It's now down to 2.3, so like 30%, 33% drop. XRP has been holding up way better than I thought. Binance 1 year peaked at 750. We're now at 640. That's actually pretty good too. I think it was Solana that's not holding up too well. Yeah, peaked at 260. Now it's at 145. It's like 40%.
It is kind of crazy. Like with the amount of ADA that I've spent and shit like that, my midnight allocation is going to be kind of shitty. I think.
Yeah. Is it based on how much you hold or how much you spent?
Hold slash hold, I would imagine. Yeah. And it's just ADA, really. I don't know if it's completely random. I don't know the exact what to expect. Doge is at 16.
Yeah, I mean, Doge peaked at 47 almost. That's
Buddy,
down more than half.
I was in a Doge when it was like way under a penny.
Me too. I put in $100 and then sold it for 2x.
Yep.
I thought I was a genius.
Fucking typical Cardano kid. Jeez, Pete's.
Yep. I don't know though.
Like a paltry, like under 1,000. I think it was like 800 and some odd change into it when it was under, and then sold it at 5 cents. Once it hit 5 cents, I was like, all right, I'm out. I made a fucking bag off of that, and then a bag off of Cardano after that, and it was just like, life is good, really good. Do you think we're ever gonna get back to like that shit? Where it's just parabolic growth
for Cardano or for altcoins?
Well, for Cardano / altcoins, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. I don't know about Cardano exactly. I would like to think so, but I think once everything starts going crazy, Cardano's not going to be left behind entirely. Like Cardano will probably pump, I think, at least to $2, but like when everything is at its all-time high, Cardano may be lagging a little bit. It may have a cycle that it had back in, what was it, like 17, when everything was kind of done peaking, and then out of nowhere, Cardano went to its new all-time high, like when we thought crypto was just dead.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if something like that happened, but it's scary to think that way because I like to play it based on all of the things that you can kind of go off of. Like you can see Bitcoin's peaking out. Okay, you see it's falling a little bit. All right, Ethereum's hitting new all-time highs. All right, now is when I'm going to start to look at selling Cardano. But it's not really moving like that. So then you have to wait for Ethereum to kind of be done. And then like, is Cardano going to get that run? And if it doesn't, you missed your opportunity at selling at the best price. And now it's down. And now you need to realize, like, do you sell while it's down? And then if you do, you risk the chance of it pumping. And then if you don't and it doesn't pump, then it drops more and then you're fucked. Like you can't play it like the other coins as much.
Yeah, it kind of moves on its own in a way. Like it follows a little bit, but it definitely moves on its own. That's for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. If Cardano hits $3, hopefully there's a lot of hype. Hopefully I'm making a bunch of money on meme coins because hopefully people are in the ecosystem making meme coins again, which I do think is going to happen. There's like on these other coins, XRP, Binance, you can't make meme coins, I don't think, underneath XRP, can you?
I don't know. I've never used XRP.
Me neither. But that's why. Well, if we could have used XRP, then we would know, right? Like if you can, then there would be DeFi. Like, is there DeFi underneath Binance? I don't think so. Is there DeFi underneath XRP? I don't think so.
Yeah, there's
there?
DeFi in BNB.
Oh, okay. So do they have their own coins, like their own meme coins?
Yeah, I think so. They're just not as relevant as like, let's say, Soul or like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Soul is 100% meme, bro. 100%.
You think Soul's like Soul's DeFi is 100% memes?
Yeah, it's 100%. Like it's yeah.
So like Soul, Ethereum definitely are going to have meme coins being created. DeFi is going to be going crazy and they're going to hit new all-time highs. Like that, I believe that. Will Cardano, I don't know. With all this FUD right now and Charles freaking out and like kind of being like my way or the highway, I think it's just bullshit. You know, I just think it's another tantrum that kind of is being thrown and we'll get over it. But if not, I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe I picked the wrong chain.
Yeah, they have
but I think we'll be good.
They have Floki, which is pretty big.
Solana?
No, BNB.
BNB has Floki.
Yeah. Best wallet token.
They have some decent ones then.
Yeah. Coco Coin, Siren, Simon's Cat. And we're talking market caps of like 13.4 mil.
That's pretty low.
That's low. Then there's some like Floki, which has 706 million.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about how much is in SNEC.
Yeah.
Like you go to SNEC, it has 5.8 million liquidity. Market cap is 248 million. That is stupid low.
Right.
You just get to 1 billion and you 4x from here.
That's crazy.
I think it's so possible, man. So possible.
It's so weird to see it like going down and down. Like the biggest thing is like, could Charles have something to do with it? Maybe. But for me, it's like, I think people are really thinking about this midnight drop. You know what I mean?
When is the midnight drop?
I don't know. But I think they should reward people who hold native tokens, right? Because they're backed by ADA, essentially. You have to buy these with ADA.
Where do I find Midnight's Twitter?
It's just Midnight Network. Yeah.
I don't know. What's the token called? Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like dust.
Putting a ride.
Get some bust, boys. I'm the dev. I'm gonna pump it. Bust.
Midnight drop might be in July. How do you know might? Why do you come up with July? That's just something you think, or did they say something? Some say they already took the screenshot. Interesting. All right, let me go look at Bust. I think you're fucking with me, but let's go look at Bust. If Bust is even a thing. I don't even see Bust. Maybe it's on Sneck.fun, huh? I haven't been on Sneck.fun in months. I was in Moot. How's Moot doing? Should I have stayed? Nope. I'm glad I dumped. But still, it's not doing bad. I don't know. I wanted to get back to where these are all pumping, though. Mid-light. Oh, Bust. Here's Bust. Damn, Bust is doing all right. I don't know if you're fucking with me or not, though. Do I throw in 50 into Bust just to fuck it? Just to fuck with it? Some say they already they said that Maine. You mean they said they might is probably what you mean. Check Tap Tools tweets. I think they shared the space. Let me see. Cardano users will soon earn Night on top of their regular ADA staking rewards. That was 5 days ago. Man, when is soon, man? Soon isn't soon enough. USDA, Cardano's compliant stablecoin, now supports fiat off-ramp to bank accounts in 48 countries. Not bad. Does that include the US? Oh, wait. There we go. The White House director holds ADA. I don't know if that's like the most super bullish thing I've ever heard, but cool. Should the sovereign wealth fund invest in native tokens? That would be fucking sick. But hella dangerous. That'd be such a fluctuation. Like crypto itself is already a fluctuation. What do you think? Would you agree with them putting SNEC into the sovereign wealth fund? Like that's probably the only one I would agree with or like consider.
Yeah. But like, what's that going to do though? You know what I mean? Like, how's that going to help them? How's it going to help Cardano? How's it going to get the...
I mean, it would help SNEC.
Yeah.
I don't know. It would only help them if the price of it went up and then, you know, they used it as collateral or used it to pay devs, right? But then eventually it would be sold because those devs would sell it for whatever. So like, I just don't see how like you just pay them an ADA. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like super beneficial.
No, Hugs actually made bust.
Got some prizes if it bonds. We'll see. You know, all made it yesterday. Said it came out today. 9.7 is pretty low. I'll throw in 50. I'll throw in 50 ADA.
Throw in a 50. What on snack.fun?
Yeah. I'll throw a little 50 in for you, homie. Hopefully I'm throwing it in for myself too, but if not, GG's, take my money.
Yeah, Hugs, am I going to be a millionaire or what? Are you making me a millionaire here? Well, let's make sure we got the right one, right?
I'm assuming this is it. Fuck over your ecosystem and find out. Is this the one, Hugs?
Whoa, dude, they made midlight.
Midlight, yeah, I saw that.
Fuck.
Midnight airdrop is expected to happen next month, July 2025. Tokens will be distributed to 37 million users across 8 blockchains via Glacier. Drop Lace Wallet fully support the claim process. That's cool. What about Eternal?
Yeah, Eternal's on there.
Cool. Hugs, tell me I'm not rugging myself right now. Is this the one, homie? Is this what all of my viewers should go pour their hard-earned money into so that I can sell on them? Is this what they
He's
should
being
do?
honest, guys. Relax.
Yes, and invest for Andy Roy. Cool.
BUST. Okay, I'm searching. Bust
That
coin.
10K. 10K market cap. Super low. And some others. Cool. Man, Hugs is getting ready to rug me right now. He's like, he gave me $50. Time to fucking take it all.
All right, and I'm gone.
And it's gone.
And I'm gone.
I've been watching South Park all weekend.
Yes.
If your kid's not alive, it's because I watch Atlanick when I drive. Wait, what? Oh, damn. Are you about to throw in money? What's going on, Greed? How you been, man? Haven't seen you in a minute.
Oh, I've seen Greed.
Not in the Discord.
Not
In the
not
YouTube.
in the Discord. Not
He said,
in the
and it's gone.
Discord. But
Hug.
I have seen him in Ada Gods or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you got planned, Hugs? Give us the alpha. That is one of the best South Park episodes. Let's go buy Dust. Let's get rugged. No, we'll buy Bust. I'd rather buy Bust and get rugged.
Yeah. I'm putting in this trade right here.
As soon as 1,000 ADA order comes in, I'm dumping on all of you, taking my 20 ADA and leaving. I don't trust none of these bag holders.
I've got big bus dreams here.
I'm trying to make burger money. One of these days, though, it's going to be sick. Like, remember when Talos first launched?
Yeah.
Remember when all the others first launched?
Hold on. You got 5 mil and I got 4.85.
Get good.
This is some fucking bullshit.
That's how low that liquidity is. Your $50 means a lot.
All right, that's fine.
Well, actually, it's now like $30, but
yeah,
you get what I'm saying.
Yes.
Okay, I bought in the wrong coin. I am drunk and rugged. Nice. Solid move.
All right, I'm officially an investor now. Fucking.
I'm getting a 30K buy on Sneck. Not too bad.
Hugs, you better not rug me. And it's gone.
If you don't rug me and somebody else takes my money, I'm going to be even more mad, though.
I'm going to be watching this in particular.
We'll see.
Particular.
Did you go shill in Jupiter's Discord yet? They love to pump and dump on people.
Yes. If we can somehow dump on them. I got banned from Jupiter's Discord, so
you're banned?
Yeah. I'm officially banned.
Brutal. You're like one
That's
of a million.
Brutal. I consider it a badge of honor because I fucking shit all over those people on one drop.
Hugs will never rugs. Nah, everybody's banned from that Discord. I think if you don't get banned at least once per year, you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
I haven't been banned, but I just don't say anything. I use it to just see what people are talking about and then move on.
Hugs, that's the point. Not to be like whatever, okay?
No, fuck Jupiters.
But what I'm saying is if we can somehow shit on them.
I see what they're saying. They're talking about Bach. They're talking about cheese. Something about MTRBO.
No, thank you.
Because they burned something. Something about some guy named Kickflips.
A big nothing burger.
And then Holmesy calling people gay.
So, that makes sense.
Yeah.
People are
the usual, right?
The usual stuff. Yeah. So Big Pay got 300,000.
What, midnight?
No, Big Pay got 300,000 for Artrum Labs. To do like a staking basket, mainnet or whatever, and so he got in Fund 13. He got 300,000 ADA to develop this thing on October 8th of 2023. And nothing's happened so far.
Yeah, see, I would have rather put it into Bitcoin.
Yeah, correct. And he's blocking people that are asking about it, so it's fine.
What if you do a proposal and then you just sell all the ADA?
I don't think they care.
They don't care.
Yeah, because people voted for it.
Let's make Ocean Coin. I mean, my thing is, what's the point? You know, like right now, definitely not going to go anywhere. And then if things were to be pumped up, Ocean Coin would be left in the dust while a bunch of new coins came out. But also, if we could come up with like a good idea for it, have some fun with it, I'd be down.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think
I'd much rather gamble on meme coins though than make my own, to be honest.
meme coins. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Like, what's the point of making my own so that somebody can tell me I'm a fucking scammer and then get mad and then da 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 da? And it's like, bro, it's a fucking meme coin.
I'm saying let's make an ocean coin. I've told him that.
It would last like 10 minutes, if that.
Yes.
That's just what
Immediately
happens.
rug.
Unless I could get partnered with like Bank Coin or something.
Well, what I don't understand is I think people work on it the wrong way. So like what you need, I think what people should do is like come up with a brand / whatever, right? And then start streaming, right? Start on TikTok, do fucking the dumb shit of like lip syncing and doing all the other stuff and become like popular, create like a persona, you know what I'm saying? And then based on that, I don't know, like fucking start streaming through TikTok. Start streaming through Twitch or whatever, gaming with people, having game nights. You pick my weapons, like blah blah blah, pick my loadouts, make a community, right? And then if people don't know, right, from the regular public, take that money. You can pay yourself whatever. It doesn't really fucking matter. Take everything on top of that and buy back coins or buy back investments or buy back this. And then each week during your stream or whatever, go over all the things that you made a play on, right? Did it work out? What did we do? How much money did we make? And then if you want to, you can distribute it to holders.
I mean, I suppose I feel like I do that already. I just don't buy the coin because there's no coin. But we talk about what we buy. We talk about how it went.
Well, right, for sure. But what I'm saying is that's how you get it. Start with like Ocean, whatever, and that unlocks a specific thing, like to where you can actually type in chat if you're an Ocean holder or like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it is, or like a subathon, or
the only thing I don't do is go like full unique, different personality type thing and like scream into the mic, you know, like I just don't do any of that shit.
you don't have to. But what I'm saying is like,
oh well, if I'm creating a persona, I mean, I'm gonna be an absolute fuckboy.
We have to be entertaining, right? Like,
you have to be. You have to be either hateable or lovable or both.
And then you stream, let's say Monday through Thursday or something like that or whatever at a specific time. And then, on Mondays, you're this person with like a fucking
now we do a stream
sweatband, like visor flipped up,
every time I blink, I have to buy.
Yeah, it's like we're buying. What are we buying
staring
today?
at the fucking camera,
right?
looking dead in their eyes.
Staring contest, me, you, go. And you lose. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's like
Cucker Tarleson, man. He's a definite persona.
Cucker Tarleson would be hilarious. That would be fucking so on point. And he if you could talk like him, that would be even better. But you dress up in the gray swoopy hair and just like constantly talking about dumb shit, popping Zens 24/7.
Oh, have you guys seen the AI Bigfoot videos?
Yes. Or the apes, right?
They're Bigfoot, they're Yetis.
They're chimps. They do chimps and stuff like that.
I haven't seen the chimps. But he's like, all right, boys, I just found a couple Zins. We're going to pop these fuckers and we're going to run away from ice today or something like that. And he's just like getting fucked up, like Bigfoot getting fucked up. And he calls himself Big Feet. He's like, all right, Big Feet out.
Yeah.
That shit is so funny.
Yeah, I think AI is getting pretty good. I don't know. But like, then you drop a coin or whatever. Then you say, okay, part of this is like doing a coin. And then we're just going to do buybacks or like whatever. And you invest more into it. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's something to actually rally around. Whereas, like, we rally around Snack because we like Ada and because we like the idea of getting all this money, right? I don't know.
I get what you're saying. I'm probably never going to create a meme coin. I'm going to be real. If I ever do, I'll let y'all know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work for me to get nothing. Like I can't buy my own coin. I can't make money off of it. Like, I don't know. I would much rather just trade with y'all. Plus, I can make y'all money in some ways. Like when we were telling everybody that we were gonna buy Cockcoin and then we were gonna sell it.
Yeah.
And I was gonna go hard on that shit, and I fucking did, and I made good money. And
Yeah.
then I told y'all I was gonna go all in on Bankcoin, and I did, and I made good money. You know, I'm just saying.
That was forever ago.
That was so fun though.
Yeah.
I had never. Oh, the rush from Bankcoin was fucking crazy. It took me 45 minutes to sell my allocation. I put the order through and I was just waiting. I was like, go through, go through, go through. Don't drop, don't drop, don't drop. Just go through, please. And for like 45 minutes, I was just like at the screen at like 2 a.m. That shit was terrifying.
We have 21 holders. How can we get people up there? What are we going to do? What are we going to do to get the holder count up? What are we doing?
What, for bust?
For bust. What would you do?
Gotta go shill. You gotta go tell people that you're the founder and that you got some plans. Because people know who Hugs is. People know you ain't gonna rug. Hugs not rugs. That's your fucking name. You gotta go tell. You gotta start a space, and then tweet out the space and get people to retweet your space. I'll retweet it for you. Go out there, start talking on Twitter.
Dude, the worst thing. You can get L to come on, or like one of those people. Esco.
Does L still do all that?
No, I think he got tired of shitting on the community so much that he just kind of like shows up to spaces and talks. He doesn't really like.
Well, he tried to take over meme coins like 2 or 3 times and just got everybody fucked.
Yeah,
including himself.
Yeah, it was not a grand time. My last one was the cats or whatever, the fucking Galactic Cats or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I made a video on
the Elite Cats.
On the Elite Cats.
Yeah.
Y'all better go check out my video.
TEC. I watched it. Give it a like. Thumbs up. Subscribe.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta go.
I watched it.
Not here. Y'all gotta go here. This amazing Elite Cat City update video, which they're about to, I gave them permission to download the video and put it on their own website. So before you go and watch it on their channel, watch it on mine. Give me that ad revenue, that 0.004 cents per view. That's mine. Go watch it. Go give it a like. Are you muted? I can't hear you.
Oh, did I mute myself?
There you go.
Sorry. I'm gonna have my kids watch it. I'm gonna have my kids' friends watch it. I'm gonna
hell yeah
watch it on so many devices you're not even gonna know. I'm gonna pull up to Best Buy and load it up on all the fucking computers there.
Hell yeah. Just make sure you like, make sure you comment that shit, make sure you tell your brothers about it.
We're putting the algorithm.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But yeah, the Elite Cats, bro. They made the city. So we can go check out. I bought a few of their tokens because we can go.
It's just TEC, right?
TEC. I also bought some Echo. I should have sold Echo a little while ago. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm probably gonna dump it. Sell my Echo. They're doing some cool things. They had a shout out by Block is Hot, I want to say, and I was trying to play a little run up. It never happened, so I'll get out of that. TEC. Oh, I bought some Gator too. Damn, Gator getting fucked.
Ooh, Gator might be going underwater and hibernating.
It might be, but I got some TEC because they're going to be supported through their city. So the way that it works, I'll just quickly show y'all now. What is it? Elite Cats. What's their website? I was just there, but I got linked to it. I never actually paid attention to what the website was called. Here it is. teccity.theelitecats.com. Takes a little while to load the city.
Hey, wait. Hold on, Hugs. Did I just screw over my entire midnight drop? to help
you
you
do?
fund this thing. Come
Why?
on, Rugs.
What'd you do?
Oh, I can't believe it.
What'd you do?
I lost Ada because they're not doing it in CNTs. Oh my god.
Nah, it's all good. They took the screenshot already, according to Foddy.
There goes my $17. Thanks a lot, Hugs.
But yeah, here's their website.
Nice.
You can click on these things right, huh? So like the top holders are over here. I'm gonna turn off that music. And yeah, you can like click on these people. It brings you to their Twitter.
That's pretty dope.
Yep. And then you can come back, click on other people, brings you
Who the
to their
hell is the
Twitter.
boss cat?
Oh, that's Devotion.
Is it?
Wasted Devotion.
Okay, yeah. I got you.
Yep. And then you can go back. And then if you hit this little back button, you go back. And then you go to the hotel. You click on the little elevator. And then you can check out the projects. I think there's only 2 projects right now. Obviously, the Elite Cats and then Bear Market Bulls. So you could like click on the bull. And Shocker brings you to their Twitter.
Nice.
You can come back. And then there's nobody in room 103. So if you want to be a project, you should hit them up and get that first room on the first floor. You already know it's better to be on the first floor, Charles. Charles is on the first floor for individuals.
Oh.
Look at that dude. Look at how happy he is
Looking
getting ready to
slick.
retire.
Oh, dude, I like the picture in the background. Hilarious.
That is funny. Those are those fire ants, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, and then you can go up, but there's no down button, so you click back. Yeah, you can click next, too.
Gotcha.
But, well, I guess there's no, wait. Oh, because there's no up. Okay, I was trying to figure out why it was getting smaller. But, yeah, here's some more projects. Blind Man. I've never heard of
Not Blind
Man.
Girl?
Not Blind Girl. It's Blind Man. Do you know who Betsky is?
No, what is it?
I don't know.
What's Betsky.com? What is it?
Because I was already following them, and when I made the video, I even said like, "Wow, I'm already following these people." Like, I don't know who Betsky is. Like,
That's
how do I
not Cardano Casino, right, or anything like that.
I mean, maybe it was because I'm already following them.
And they're following you.
Oh, this is Sports Alpha Club.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. That makes more sense. SAC.
Yeah, Sports Alpha Club. SAC.
Ah, I see. Or SPAC. Ooh.
No one wants SP in sports.
SP for sports and then AC for SPAC.
No,
special acquisitions.
SPACs.
Do you remember when special acquisitions were going crazy?
Yes.
That was such a fun time too.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait for one of those moments to come back. I'm ready to gamble on some shit.
Oh no, right?
I'm not gambling on sports though. Sorry, Betsky.
They said they have a casino. I saw a casino over there. And on the main hub there.
Right, huh?
Yes. What is that? Yes.
So look, and they got Snuck Coin. This is Strike. Strike's been going crazy. What is Strike?
I don't know.
It's going crazy, and now it's going crazy back down. And then you know who this is, right? This is your boy Showtime.
Yeah, Showtime.
Yep.
Showtime was in everything at one point.
He was. And then you go to the casino.
Danzo Casino. Yeah.
Yep. You click on Donzo. You can see this beautiful, beautiful. Maybe not.
Oh.
All right. Maybe not. You can go over to the casino and you can gamble.
My God.
You hear that?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see how much money we can win. Betting it all. $5. All right, I'm done with this. Too loud.
So wait, what kind of currency you use for that?
That was a demo currency.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, no, I wasn't spending my ADA. You kidding me? They said in the zoo I missed something. They said I could go further into the zoo somewhere. I don't see it.
Click on her.
That's the Walker's collection. I already knew about that.
Nice.
But they said I could go further into the zoo. Somebody on my tweet said that I could go further into the zoo on the video, and I missed something. I don't see it. There's Charles. That's Chad.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Dude, I thought Charles was going to be next level, dude. Turns out Journey was just grifting to get our ADAs.
Yep, pretty much.
That's all it was. That's all it was.
Cheese, tool heads. Are they still called Ted Nation? Or are they only bearmarket.io?
I think it's still Ted Nation. Right?
I don't know. I just see them always being listed as bear market. And then you got the Hall of Fame up here. Do you agree with the Hall of Fame? You have Clay, Space Buds, Tappy, Kongs. Do Mallards deserve to be in Hall of Fame?
Mallards, yeah, Demethos or whatever. He's still doing shit, dude.
Okay.
He's still doing shit.
What about House of Titans?
Titans, yeah, of course.
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
Sneckies?
Apex is doing something. Sneckies, they're still alive and well. Dirtbirds, yes, of course.
Dirtbirds, like I agreed with all of them. I was just a little concerned about Mallards just because their price is like crashing, but I guess so is Clay's. And then House of Titans, I hadn't really heard anything about them in a while.
Still staking, still doing their thing. I mean, Dead and Rug, like they're doing just fine. You know what I mean?
True.
I mean, Buds need to be up there. Kongs are
debatable, but also
community wise, they still fucking show up, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, and they created Sneck indirectly.
Yeah. So everybody's on there. Buds, Mallards should be on there.
NFT, bro. We don't talk about ADA NFTs. Okay. Strike is Perpetual's platform. Who's Perpetual?
Perpetual motion. Perpetual motion.
I don't know. We can go check out JPEG like briefly, but
don't do it.
Yeah, we doing it. Space Buds 445. Ape Society is somehow up there. Clay's 213. I don't know, man.
Come on, let's see. Go to nope. Go up. Go up. Go to explore all NFTs. Let's see what's on the
view all.
No. Go to explore. Over there. No, to the right. Yeah, all NFTs.
That's where I was.
No, go to explore.
I clicked explore.
All NFTs. That'll give you the front home sell page. See, now let's look at the Aeonium Skies because I do actually like those things. I don't.
Their floor is 234. How much were they selling for each?
Not that much.
I didn't think so. They're doing all right. Well, did any of them actually sell for that price? Very few are actually being sold. So the holders are either not selling or people are just refusing to list low.
People aren't listing low and people aren't buying or whatever. I don't know. All right, go back to the thing. The Gremlins is something that I looked at too the other day. Right there.
Vampire?
The vampires, yeah. Those are something that I actually looked at the other day. Like this back in 2021?
Yeah.
Sold out instantly.
I could see that. I'd have minted some shit.
And they kind of remind me of the Gremlins from, there used to be this MTV show. It's animated. It was called The Head.
Okay.
If you look at it, the Gremlin kind of looks the same as that one.
Let me see.
Just Google search that shit. Google search that shit from The Head.
Oh, I remember this.
Nah, that's from like Gremlins.
Oh.
It's got to be MTV show. MTV show, the head. There he is. See the little gremlin guy right there? Yep, right there.
Get the side by side. Can we even get the side by side? No, we can't.
No. Son of a biscuit. Kind of looks like it, especially the purple first guy.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see it. Scary movie Ada NFTs.
Yeah, they are a scary movie. That's 100% sure. Makes me shudder thinking about it, you know.
So Powell is going to be speaking in 3 minutes.
Well, here's the problem is I have to go take my daughter to volleyball.
Oh, I'm not going to listen to it live. I don't know the site. I always look for it, and I can never find it. So I'm going to actually probably get off and watch a stream, watch him live.
SoFi's taken off?
SoFi is taking off, dude.
Yeah, correct.
I know. I tried telling y'all.
When are you selling? 2
Never.
years from now?
I'm going to sell probably well, if we look at the max, like $18 is realistically where I think they should be at by the end of this year. And its all-time high was like 23, 25. So obviously these prices back here don't really mean much because it was all on hype and speculation when a brand new company just got released. But until they stop going up on earnings, I mean, their earnings are trending up over and over and over again. So until that trend goes away, I'm holding. But I do have these options that I need to plan on selling at some point. So what I've been doing is I've been looking at how many shares are shorted. And right now there's 13.28% shorted shares. And when I checked a month ago, there was 13.58. So a small amount of shorts are already starting to cover. So I'm going to be probably waiting at least another half a year for these shorts to cover. I'll still have a year's worth of time on the option, which is a good amount of time. And hopefully they're still going ballistic. Hopefully we're done with tariff talks and bullshit fucking war talks, and we can actually have a bear or a bull market. And hopefully Powell by then is lowering rates, because SoFi is going to love the fuck out of that. So I want to sell on amazing momentum, which I think we'll get. So if we can get like a little mini short squeeze on top of rates being lowered, on top of Trump stopping talking about tariffs and war, I think we're going to have an explosive market for the next year to 2 years, especially in SoFi's favor. And if we look just short term, you can see this recent 1506. That was kind of like where we were trying to break out of, for the longest time. And now we're getting above that. So I think we have much higher to go. We're breaking out of our range.
6 months?
Yeah. Well, like
we
more
can
like
write this
3.
down. We can write this down. 6 months.
Oh, you want me to write it down?
1968.
1968. What do you mean?
Correct.
That's the price?
Yep.
You think the price is going to be 1968 in 3 months or in 6 months?
6 months.
I think it's going to be much higher than that in 6 months.
6 months, you're saying more. Okay, my money is on 1963. You want to write this down?
Let's write it down. We'll write it down. We're going to forget, but we'll write it down.
I've already got it written on my notepad. 1963.
I do too. SoFi prediction. You say 1963.
Correct, 1963.
And I'll put Clean's prediction. And then mine, I don't know. Let's see. What do I want to guess? I'll say 2250.
2250.
2250. Nick prediction. I'm just throwing out numbers. I think it should be much higher than 18. I think in a bull market and in a rate lowering environment, SoFi is going to see very nice growth.
Rates will just be lowered 2 months prior.
Yes. But we're going to be moving into a environment where people are going to be predicting it to continue to be lowered as well.
Yeah.
And the short squeeze can happen at some point. If we just get another like 1.5% of those shorts covering, I think we'd already be at around $18. We'll see. 3 minutes and we will dump. Hey, Foddy, you're probably right. But
all right, man. I gotta jet because I gotta go take my daughter to volleyball. Also, we're getting some adverse weather around here. They're saying like reports of tornadoes in the state like to the left of us, and it's going to be crossing the border. So we're gonna see. But anyway, what do you think about Tesla? What do you think about all that shit? Elon apologized.
Yeah, I think Tesla is going to do better than Waymo. That's all I think really so far. That's going to make the stock price do amazing things in the short term. There's definitely going to be their ups and downs through all that shit when they release their robotaxis. And I think when robotics get released, that's either going to be delayed and the stock price will fall, or it'll be released on time, unlikely. And it'll see another unjustified price hike.
Right.
So we will see. We'll see. I think Tesla is going to be, because if we go into rates lowering, people are going to be investing even more, yada, yada. We're in a money printing environment right now. We're printing more money than we've ever printed before.
Yeah.
Stocks are going to go up. Your price of goods are going to go down. We're going to enter another recession in another like 3 years. So I don't know. Good luck. But, buy stocks.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Nice seeing y'all again. Hugs. You better make me some money, bro. I'm gonna fight you. And remember to get outside, see your friends, see your family. Here to make more money so that we can spend more time with them. Until next time. Peace.